Forget the rumors and the sensational headlines for a moment. What's really going on with Prince Harry's legal war against the British press? For years, he's been locked in a series of high-stakes court battles that could reshape the landscape of UK media. It's a complicated story involving historic phone hacking, secret investigators, and landmark testimony. While some narratives paint a picture of a prince caught in contradictions, the facts from the courtroom tell a different story. One of calculated legal strategy, significant victories, and a relentless mission to hold powerful publishers to account. So, let's break down what has actually happened in Prince Harry's fight against the tabloids. The first major showdown to go to trial was Prince Harry's lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, the publisher of the Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and The People. Harry alleged that between 1996 and 2011, their journalists used unlawful methods, like phone hacking, to get information for their stories. In June 2023, in a moment that made history, Prince Harry took the stand in London's High Court, becoming the first senior royal to be cross-examined in over 130 years. In his testimony, he described the immense distress the constant intrusion caused, stating he felt he couldn't trust anyone and that the press had been a destructive third party in every relationship he's ever had. He told the court he believed phone hacking was being carried out on an industrial scale across at least 3 papers. The verdict, delivered in December 2023, was a huge win for the prince. The judge, Mr. Justice Fancourt, found that phone hacking was widespread and habitual at MGN's papers and that executives had covered it up. The court ruled that 15 of the 33 articles examined in the case were the product of illegal information gathering. Harry was awarded over $180,000, £140,600, in damages. Following the ruling, Harry released a statement read by his lawyer, calling the result a great day for truth, as well as accountability. Harry was also involved in a 5-year legal battle against News Group newspapers, NGN, Rupert Murdoch's company that publishes The Sun. This case, which also alleged unlawful information gathering, never made it to a full trial. Instead, in early 2025, NGN agreed to settle with the prince. The publisher offered a full and unequivocal apology for the serious intrusion into his private life by The Sun, admitting to using private investigators for unlawful activities. As part of the settlement, NGN agreed to pay substantial damages and Harry's hefty legal costs. The apology even extended to the distress caused and the damage inflicted on relationships, friendships, and family. The most recent and ongoing fight is against Associated Newspapers Limited, A&L, the publisher of the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday. This is a massive case where Harry is joined by other huge names like Sir Elton John, his husband David Furnish, and actress Elizabeth Hurley. They accuse A&L of a long-running campaign of illegal information gathering, including bugging their homes and cars, tapping landlines, and obtaining private records through deception. A&L has strongly denied all the allegations. This is the case that has generated the most recent headlines. In January 2026, Harry again gave evidence, where he was questioned about his relationships with journalists. It was during this trial that past, friendly Facebook messages between him and journalist Charlotte Griffiths from late 2011 and early 2012 were revealed. The messages included playful nicknames and mentions of movie snuggles. Harry had testified that he had met Griffiths only once and cut off contact after discovering she was a journalist. A&L's lawyers used the messages to challenge his credibility and his claim that his social circles weren't leaky. They argue that they didn't need to use illegal methods because information often came from legitimate sources within Harry's orbit. The A&L trial hinges on complex arguments. One of the key figures is a private investigator who initially provided a witness statement supporting the claimant's case, but later recanted, claiming his statement was faked. The judge, Mr. Justice Nicklin, now has to weigh this conflicting evidence. A ruling is not expected for some months. While the movie Snuggles messages are embarrassing and have been used by critics to label Harry a hypocrite, their legal impact isn't straightforward. Harry's central claim is that A&L engaged in systemic, illegal practices over 2 decades, a claim that isn't disproven by a friendly exchange with a journalist from over a decade ago. However, it does complicate his narrative that he has always kept journalists at arm's length. A&L's defense is that these lawsuits were brought too late and that the information for their articles came from legitimate sources, not illegal spying. So where does this leave Prince Harry? His war on the press is far from over. He has already secured a landmark victory against the Mirror Group, proving widespread illegal activity in court. He has also forced an apology and a substantial settlement from the publisher of The Sun. The final major case, against the publisher of the Daily Mail, is the most complex yet, with his own credibility being directly challenged. He set out on a mission to hold the British press accountable for practices he believes are criminal and have caused immense pain. So far, he has been surprisingly successful, forcing admissions and apologies from two of the three largest media publishers in the UK. The world is now waiting to see if he can convince the court one last time.